Hey there, YouTube. This is TubeTitan12 here. I'm coming with a very, very quick video about Luffy's power set. I was watching YouTube, just kind of enjoying my day off, and I saw this comment by a guy named Jack Gartner on a Joy Boy video, and some of the things he was saying made a lot of sense about Luffy's powers being crazy from the get-go. I think he was talking about his gear third, where he able to blow up his body, and suddenly now he's stronger when he does that. It never made any sense, but no one ever really talked about it, like seriously about, we all just kind of passed off as, okay, well just, hey, it's a power, and we kind of left it alone. But if you think logically, like honestly, how does that make any sense? How does Luffy blowing up his arm or his body parts and suddenly now he is stronger somehow by blowing in air? That doesn't make any logical sense. What does make sense is Luffy himself being very simple-minded, thinking that, oh, his hand is bigger, so suddenly now he's stronger. That makes a lot more sense. His imagination made him think that that somehow made him stronger. And because he thought it made him stronger, it happened. Same thing with his gear too. He's able to go faster because he made his body run hotter, so now he can move faster. Bounce Man, he's able to fly. You know, by using his body to fly himself. Like, if logistically it doesn't make any sense. Going back to him, I think Oda kind of foreshadowed that with Thriller Bark with Usopp. Usopp, he's in a couple of arcs, he used this huge hammer that is pretty much just like empty space in it. And it looks super huge, it looks super powerful, but in reality, it does 0 damage to anybody. It was just kind of like a gag. And with Luffy, that's kind of the same thing with some of his power sets. It looks super huge, super powerful, but in reality, it shouldn't do anything. It shouldn't make him any stronger, but it does. Have you ever thought about, you know, how is Luffy able to heal by eating a bunch of food? Like, in his mind, eating a bunch of food somehow replenishes his strength. And after he does that on all these fights, he's suddenly magically able to go and get back in a fight. A lot of people are not happy with what Oda is doing with powers, but my thing is he's been doing this all along. Like, if you really think about everything that has happened with Luffy up to this point in all of his fights and how his powers has been evolving over time and things he's done, none of it makes logical sense whatsoever, other than Luffy thinking that should be something he can do, and then he's done it. I even think that him like shrinking down after his fights is all mental. Is mentally, like he turned into a chibi form of himself to look like Chopper after he expelled a lot of energy. Honestly, I think that was all in his head. If you want to be honest with it, he never scars on his body. The only time he's ever gotten a scar, I think he has 2 scars on his body. One under his eye, that was before he had the fruit. But ever since the fruit, he only has 1 scar. And that is from the time his brother died. In my opinion, think about all the crazy fights he's been in. That's the 1 scar he has on his chest. I think that's there because he let that happen. With his fruit power, he's been through all these fights, been hit, beat up to pieces for years now. Well, not in One Piece time, but over time we've been watching him. Beat up for years. No scars on his body except for those 2. And I don't think that's by coincidence. Luffy's power set has always been utterly ridiculous, but he's never had access to it fully. So I think this new form is going to start seeing Luffy do all kind of crazy things, and it's not out of the blue. It's not random. It is something that has been foreshadowed from all of his fights up to this point. He's always been ridiculous with his power. Nothing about his power has ever made sense. And I don't think anybody can really say otherwise. So my thoughts on it is, like I said, I think this has been long foreshadowed. Take care, guys. I hope you like it. Comment, subscribe. Deuces.